Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever. As you can see, I've built something else. Excuse the dogs. Yeah, I've been messing around with the roads in Barton. I just wanted to connect these up a bit better, and I started building something, so I thought I'd record it and see how it turned out. I was going to put a church here. I've not got a great deal of tall buildings that I can use. Oi, will you two give up? Sorry about that. I've not got a great deal of tall buildings I can use, but I did have this observatory. Um, Again, it's one of the German mods. I maybe have set this a bit too high. There's a people magnet in here, and it would be nice if they went through the door instead of up these side bits. I might delete this road back a little bit and see if I can get them coming to here instead, because there's somewhere under here is a person magnet. I'm not going to find it now. There it is. Hey teacher. So at the moment we're set to commercial, so it's treating it as a shop. And it's 50 people a month it's supposed to be attracting. Although that's a lot more. I have got all these houses set to low occupancy, so I might just turn a few of them off. I'll reduce the amount of people that are in here. Let's turn every other one off. I got a bit busy a bit quick. Yeah, so I thought I'd just, rather than having a church, because that's all I've got, churches really, that are tall enough to, give you a bit of something to look at as you're coming in and out of the cities, something different in each one. So the idea is it's a sort of little university, sort of campus. I've got the people as assets. So a bit later on, I'm going to. In here? So many assets now. Yeah, there they are. I'm going to have some people in and around. I've got some benches in here and stuff. Well, I can have them lying down on the grass. Have a few sunbathing. Yeah, you have a good stretch there. So yeah, we'll add little bits and pieces to this. I'm quite happy with that. I quite like it. Excuse me. Nearly had a bit of a disaster with it. Luckily, I saved the game. When I started placing these houses, I opened up the ploppable buildings mod and was clicking through looking for something that would sort of match up with the colour and texture of this. I got sort of part way through and was clicking the different buildings, and then I crashed the game. Luckily I'd saved it. I always save it before I open that ploppable buildings mod. I've crashed it so many times just clicking through the buildings. Some of them don't work. There's only a couple of them, but some of them when you click on them, bang, game's gone. And if like me you end up building things on pause for quite a long time, then there's no auto saves and you end up losing a lot of what you've done. Luckily I'd ridden a couple of trains past, just having a look at it, see how it gone, and I had an auto save. No, I'd saved it at that point. I actually crashed it a second time, tried to straighten that bridge out. That was the one I had the auto save for. I did manage to get it flat, but there was too much of a sort of bump on the. Sorry about my dog in the background there. Too much of a bump on these roads here, and I actually crashed it because it kept connecting to lines and all sorts of things. So yeah, we're having a humpback bridge there. Yeah, so I've started sort of planning out where the roads are going, where I want the AI to build. If you place the roads down for them, they'll build along the roads. if you let the AI do it, they'll connect up to your bridges in weird ways and stuff. You'll end up with lumps. So if you sort of connect it up and then let it fill in the bits in the middle, it'll fill them in nicely. Because if I'd let the AI do it, it would have connected up here somewhere and we'd have ended up with a bump that we probably couldn't have ended up getting rid of. Yeah, I just want to sort of keep some green in the middle of the cities, you know, just have an area, because as these expand out and fill up, what I'm hoping to do and what I'm aiming to encourage this city to do is to come up this way and come up this way. And I'm hoping to sort of push this in and around so it starts squeezing out through these gaps and close it in. It's going to take quite a few years before we get to that stage, but if I get the roads in now before the AI does, then I won't have a problem sorting them out later. You know, it started building sort of roads out here, there and everywhere. I was considering having a crossing there, but I think I'll contain it using the tracks. When I did the walls, you might have seen these sort of bits I put in. I put ballast in here. Yeah, I won't build through the ballast. And then these are the same walls I used for the depot yard, but I changed the brickwork so it was similar to this. It's the closest one that there was. The rest is all sort of different. Just chuck some bushes in here, there and everywhere. Yeah, so quite like that. We're going to have some people walking up and down. These are pedestrian only paths, but they only use the outsides of them. I normally use the thinner ones. But with it being a university, I wanted a bit thicker paths. I'll put some gates in here. These are out of one of the construction mods. It's the only gates I've got. All apart from some church gates that have got a cross on them. I'll save them for the churches. I wanted to sort this bridge out. I don't like this bridge. What I was thinking here, it's going on the flat here, so it should bridge on the flat. If I can get a flat bridge across it, I crashed the game doing this last time. Not as many train tracks here though. Right, so that's going up a bit. Let's see if I can get one large street. Let's see if I can get it to bridge on the flat. Not yet. No, you're not going to let me take that back a bit. It's just, I know it's going to mess things up, but there we go. That's how you take the roll back a bit when it won't let you. So if we take him up a little bit steeper, can we get a bridge on the flat? No, not yet. We can hump it a little bit. And then we're back to humping it quite a lot. Wow, that's dropped it down another level actually. Or is that the same? Yeah, I'm not going to faff about with that too much at the moment. I'll sort that out. I am going to get this bridge flat. It might take a bit of sort of deleting and rebuilding, but I don't like that it's going up. If you want your bridges flat, if you can get the ends of the connections flat and it bridges, get this end connection flat and it bridges, and you can join them up. But if they're going up, you're always going to have a hump. It'll never give you a flat bridge, which is a bit of a pain. Maybe if we try, Let's see if I can... That's not worked. Or has it? Hang on. Let's lower this round here. Flat. That's what we want. Now if I delete that bit and that bit, connect it back up again. No, you're doing something weird. There we go, got rid of them bumps anyway. Right, now, can we come across here? Please. That's a bit more like it. Also, I've just deleted that little bit there. If you're having trouble connecting your bridges up and it's not allowing you, sometimes that little bit is the bit that's causing the problem. Sometimes if you just delete that little bit and you try again, it'll help you connect your bridges up. I'm just going to take it a bit further back. Let's lower this. Because I don't want... Oh no, I didn't even zoom in and the game did it itself. I'm just making sure this leg's far enough away from this track. I don't want that too close to the platform. Ah, we fixed it. We've got a flat bridge. Can I delete that middle bit? I'm always doing this. Can I delete this bit? Can I delete that bit? No, stop it. Gonna make a mess there. Yeah, so see, you can excuse me, you can create flat bridges. It's a little bit awkward at times, it's a little bit difficult at times. How close is that? Oh, that's very close. I did actually move this track out a bit. I do apologise. I did actually move this track out a bit because this track was right up along close here, and when you look at it from the train point of view, there would have been a train coming head on this way. That would have looked a little bit a little bit dangerous. It don't look so great from that angle, but from that angle I think that looks better than having a big long humpback bridge. I don't mind longer bridges as long as they're flat and straight, like they would have built them, you know. Right, I think the next job, we're going to have to start on this. You know, I'm looking forward to getting this done, but I'm not looking forward to starting it because of the amount of work involved in it. Because once we get this done, I've got to get the mines done, I've got to get all the oil done and everything, and then I've got to connect up the stone, which is going to come from down here, and get the docks in, and get all the routes run in, and but we need it. We need the goods flowing. I want these cities to start really growing. You know, we've got the passengers coming in, starting to get a few more. Someone's just dropped off. Not picked up very many though, we're only at 56 again. That's going up and down though. So there are some people moving about, but once we start getting goods in, there'll be more jobs in the cities and more shopping facilities, so more people will move around. I didn't show you this bus route, did I? Or these bus routes. I don't think I did anyway. We had them just coming up and sort of up and back round to start with. So I've taken this one. This is the Wednesbury one. It comes from outside the station, goes up here, open into the village, round the green, back down that way, down this way. I've set some waypoints here to stop it coming down there, back down here, and then goes and does the same route in the opposite direction, so you've got buses going each way. And then up here, start at the station, whichever way you're going, you go up into the sort of the old town centre there, back around, and then back around again. We're starting to get some colourful routes on here. We need a lot more yet. Yeah, we definitely need a lot more. Right, so I think another time lapse. I think so. There's going to be a lot of work in just getting this industry connected up to start with before I even start decorating, and then I'm going to do the decorating in time lapse as well. So yeah, I reckon we're going into another time lapse. Where's a good sort of camera position to start from? We look at it from this way. Yeah, I'll do this bit first. Do this bit first, and then I'll follow the camera around as I do the other bits. Okie dokie. Here we go then. Right, so that's most of that connected up. I do need to put a truck stop in here. I'll explain to you what I've done in a second. I've started on the industrial area over here. I've added some more sidings in. Started adding some carriages. Let's get that in place. Sorry. Started adding some carriages in. I'm going to add a load more bits and pieces, decorations to this yet. We need another wall coming down this side. Fill this area in as well. Make it all part of the sort of one big sidings and depot. And I want to continue it and fill in some of these areas. Get some walls in. That'll make that whole area look good. I just started placing some stuff. I started to fill out a bit. Started putting some factories in, and there's some buildings. There's some active buildings in here. Set to low. You know, I don't want too many. I don't want absolutely tons of traffic down here. So we're going to continue this maybe up in sort of rectangular sort of industrial areas. Leave some room for the AI to sort of grow into. But take over most of this. There'll be a lot of work in that though. Yeah, the reason I need to put a truck stop in, because Right, I've got everything connected up here. There's a double route going round that way, so I can have trains going in both directions. They'll be picking up goods and stuff and dropping them off here, which will be collected by the train going out that way, over to Barton, and it'll be picking up steel, planks and stuff from here. So the train that goes to Barton will come from here, go all the way down to Barton with all the goods and food on, pick up the planks and the stone. I've not done that yet. Pick up the planks and the stone, bring it back, come all the way up, come through the station without stopping, round here, stop here where the construction materials and the sawmill are, and then it will bring construction materials and planks back to here, which will be picked up and taken on these along with steel, and I need to put the plastics in. The oil wells here, this 480 metre station, I forgot you can't just have one platform, it has to be three. So I'm just using them as passing tracks. The oil train's going to come down round through that station, hit this station, and then back again. I don't want it stopping here, so I'm going to just truck the byproduct oil down to here and have the chemical plant round here somewhere, as long as it's within reach of that. So there's a little bit more to do yet. I need to do the quarry, at least set the station and the line up, get the docks in, get the bolts on the go. I've put the mines in up here. I started playing around a little bit with some ideas just for, have some stuff coming out of little mines in the mountain. This one here, whoa, come back. That's got a carriage full of workers on it. What I was toying with the idea of is maybe having a couple of stations, little stations in here somewhere, and have some trains going in and out of tunnels, just up and down, just travelling around. They won't be transporting anything, but just for a visual effect. Yeah, what I normally do if I build anything like this, I'll save it on the test map and then I'll rebuild it on the camera and show you what I've been doing. I'll do a time lapse or something, but I've always got the test map to go back and have a look at. But I just decided to leave this for now. I'm gonna do more with this. This is just a little experiment. These are just dead ends at the moment, they're not going anywhere. So picks up coal and iron, comes back out round this way, up to the steel factory where it'll pick up steel and slag, bring that back down here. I need to pick up the slag and transport it to here because I don't want that train to stop. I want it coming straight through, stop there, pick up the stuff, come here, pick up the stuff and then go. So yeah, we've got a couple of bits and pieces to do. Let me stick good stop in here so I remember. I thought about moving the I thought about having the construction material down here, but again, like I said, apologies for that. Again, like I said, I didn't want 3 stops there. I wanted that train just to come through, and the fuel train's coming through here just for convenience more than anything. I've put a crossover line there so I can get a train from the depot out onto all the different tracks. So I think we can do the fuel. Let's set the fuel line up. Let's set the fuel line up. Not buy the trains first. We'll do it black. So the fuel line is going from there to here. I have to settle one way. No! Oh yeah, I want them one way as well. I want it on that platform actually. Yes. That's more like it. Right, so you're going both ways. It's a bit of a convoluted route. I could have just come up round here and crossed over this. I'm trying to avoid crossing over the passenger lines. Yeah, you know, it's not really about making the most profits and things, and you know, it's more about decorating and how it looks than anything. I know I've said that before, but there is better ways of doing things than I'm doing them. I'm just thinking more about the aesthetics and what I can do with things, and just, you know, I want to be riding these trains later on when they're a bit faster. Get some nice scenics of the trains with passing shots and stuff, and I don't want them queuing up and stopping. Not if I can help it. So this was going to be oil and fuel line. You know, it comes to doing scenery, I have imagination. When it comes to making names, I can never think of anything decent to call it. Right, so we've got a 060 coming up a little bit later, which is a better goods train. We'll swap them out for. Can we get on the oil and fuel line? Yes, we can. Okay, so they're 8 tons. They're 6 tons. We don't need the speed at the moment. Let's put 6 on there. So we'll swap them when we swap these up. We'll put the black ones on as well. I like them. How many do we want on this? Let's do 4. Do 6. Do 6. Put a logo on. It's not my own logo. I will make a logo, but I was trying to get rid of that Arriva bus logo. If you don't know how to put logos on, they're down here somewhere. No, it's in here. There, the company. So I've just got the British Railways logo on here. I've got some that I got with a pack. That's that Arriva bus logo. I don't know why I put that on. All the British ones there. I am going to make my own logo. We froze. So let's speed this up. Let's get these trains out and running. Let's make sure this is working. It's heading down that way. If I've got this right, it should come down here and get on the line here and then head back. So at some point soon these should change to line usage, yes. We should start to see something waiting. Just gotta wait for trains to bed in a little bit first. Yes, and next episode I'm gonna get these connected up, get the trains on all the routes, get all the routes sorted out, do the docks, get the boats going, and then we can start looking at filling some more areas in. So when I do this industrial area, I'm going to put a lot of active buildings in here. So there's going to be a lot of jobs up in this area. There's going to be a lot of draw for people. So they will get the trains start coming out here. I'm going to put more commercial when I do the beaches and the seaside resorts. I'll put all commercial buildings in and some houses. So we'll get people coming down for the shopping facilities and people going up for the jobs. So it'll get people moving around a lot more and spur more growth on in the cities. Especially once we start getting all the goods and fuel and everything in. Right, so where are we up to? Where are you? He's coming back up there. Go, little train, go! You're doing a grand total of 36, 37 mile an hour. 38 even. So we've got to see if this works. It should work. I can't see why it shouldn't. Still no line usage. We're definitely within reach. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to run this for a little bit and just see if I've put signals in all over the tracks as well, by the way. Yeah, I'm just going to have to run this for a little bit and just see how long it takes to bed in. It's still not working. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to sit here and watch this. And then we'll crack on the next episode. Alright, thanks very much for watching. You've been watching Off the Rails.